side. I got a stranger now start to wine and tell them. From your wake up this morning, you's a winner. Yeah. From your wake up this morning, you's a winner. Yeah. Cause it things so sweet. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna go home. Cause it things so sweet. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna leave. Oh no. Right now I feel like a jump down. I feel like a wind down. I want to hold on a bumper right now. Man, get on bad. Yeah. I feel like a jump down. I feel like a wind down. I want to hold on a bumper right now. Man, get on bad. Yeah. Na. Whoa. Life is so good to me. Life is so good to me. Whoa, yeah. From your wake up this morning, you're the winner. Yeah. From your wake up this morning, you're the winner. Yeah. Watch out, Jaja. Here we love our life now. Everywhere is vibes now. Whoa, I say watch out, Jaja. Bring woman so nice now. What more could I ask for? Beside a woman in front to go down and walk up, she is and get on and mind. She body can wind up no more. Cause life is short and tomorrow not sure. So I live like it's my last. Oh, drinks in me and now. Jump up and wave the plan now. Just stop and girl with the man now. Whoa, cause it tastes so sweet. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I don't wanna go home, no. Cause it tastes so sweet, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna leave, oh no. Right now I feel like a jump down. I feel like a wind down. I want to hold on a bumper right now, man, get on bad, yeah. I feel like a jump down. I feel like a wind down. I want to hold on a bumper right now, man, get on bad, yeah. Sometimes I wonder, yeah, where I wanna be when this time is over. Sometimes I wonder, yeah, how life would I be if we didn't have soccer. Cause I love to see the young and them go down and walk up the west and get on and mind till everybody can wind up the bar. Cause life is short and tomorrow not sure, so I live like it's my last. Oh, drinks in me and now, jump up and wave the plan now. Just stop and girl with the man now. Whoa, cause it tastes so sweet, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna go home, no. Cause it tastes so sweet, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna leave, oh no. Right now I feel like a jump down. I feel like a wind down. I want to hold on a bumper right now, man, get on bad, yeah. I feel like a jump down. I feel like a wind down. I want to hold on a bumper right now, man, get on bad, yeah. Cheers to life.
Yeah, cheers to life. Cheers to new week. Cheers to new work day. Cheers to all the locked in here on a Monday morning on the Star. It's that time yet again for us to share the morning with you as we get interactive. Straight off the weekend that, was sort of, a couple of things, certainly to deal with. And enough happened. But good morning. How are you doing?
A weekend. Well, that was definitely a weekend, right? It was a weekend.
Weekend.
Week beginning. Good morning, all. It's always a pleasure to be here on the morning scoop. It's, joining Denny this morning. I tell you, beautiful. But Denny, straight off the bat. Let me congratulate Nerissa and Ev. Yeah. No, they didn't get married. Because I was starting, somebody was like, Nerissa and Ev, my mic, I come to your mic. What's it? I sound like I come to your mic. My mic on?
My microphone is on. It is on.
Okay, all right. Yes, so let me congratulate Ev and Nerissa.
Yeah.
On the
victory.
Emphatic win.
It was emphatic.
Without
a doubt.
Yeah, I can't chunk to the words today. You know what I mean? India came out on Saturday and just dominated the West Indies.
Yep.
And the West Indies came back and said to them, listen, anything you can do, I can do better. As a complete domination of India yesterday, an emphatic win to take the series 3-2. Congratulations to Robin Powell and the boys.
Yep.
Congratulations to Coach Darren Sammy. And you know something, the problem I have with West Indies, unfortunately, their inconsistency. And I'd love to see them build on this and be a lot more consistent with the game. But as somebody said, they considered the game yesterday as a final, and they would always back West Indies when it comes to a final.
Yeah, it was a very good performance, you know, from the team. You mentioned Coach Sammy, of course, Sammy, a 2-time World Cup winning captain as far as T20 cricket is concerned, and no doubts, of course, would have been that inspiration in the dressing room. But very importantly, I think the guys lifted the game. They bowled well, batted well, which is so very much important.
Still got work in the field, though.
Yeah, I agree as far as that is concerned. Still one or two little areas that, you know, as you mentioned, the feeling needs to be sorted out. But I think yesterday there was just that coming together of the team, and they played some good cricket, not just in patches, but consistently. Yeah. It was a good performance from the West Indies yesterday, and congratulations, you know, to them. It's something that the region really and truly we need, because it looks as if we were just losing hope with regards to West Indies cricket. You'd have heard from the Barbados Prime Minister asking for something to be done. Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago also, of course. So there was that regional concern, and it's good to see that we're coming away with a victory, of course. And very importantly, indeed, off the back of a 2-1 victory in South African match this year. All right. We've had our fair share of ups and downs, so to speak, but we're certainly showing to the cricketing world when it comes to T20 cricket, the West Indies still very much a force to be reckoned with. Some could say it's a second string Indian team or whatever you want to say, but those Indians, they came out with intent, and you saw it in game 4 and 3, right? They really played some good cricket, but yesterday those guys turned up and played well.
You know something? Somebody may say second string. Yeah, after I don't know what's matter. But anyway, somebody may say second string, right? Which yeah, that's fine. But the thing is that the Indians, second string or third string, playing more cricket T20 than our West Indians. And everybody knows that when it comes to sports, match readiness comes with playing. So whether it's football or whatever, the more you play, the more ready you are when it comes to the match. And without doubt, the Indians have their match ready. They play a lot of T20, not just from their own IPL, but their team tour a lot and play a lot of cricket. So we're just happy for this. And like I said, I just hope that the guys can build on this experience, this winning experience. Winning is contagious, eh?
It is.
And once you start to win, it does win and win and win. My team started out okay yesterday. We should have won that game, but we drew 1-1 with Liverpool. How did you start, Denny?
On a good footing, 2-0 over Atletico Bilbao.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, Bilbao
was the best
Bilbao,
performance.
Bilbao, you know, team, but
Yeah.
take it.
It's a Bilbao.
It's a Bilbao. We can look forward to a lot. This sporting season.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Harry Kane to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Big move.
Big move.
Yep.
So, but we just chatted a little sports this morning. Saw Kishore in Florida.
Yeah.
You know, proud moment for him, no doubt, as the newly installed president of Cricket West Indies. All right, so we don't get the sports out the way. Well, FC Narissa, like we married now. Narissa come out with 3 question mark election. Understand what we're talking about? You're gonna figure it out, Narissa. You're gonna figure it out. That was me. That was all me. You're gonna figure it out.
But of course, on a sad note, Sion, there was some tragedy overnight in Owie. I understand there was a vessel that took some persons to Balen. They spent the day in Balen yesterday, and on their way back, I believe it was back to Sandy Bay, encountered some rough seas, and the boat capsized. One person, I understand, is missing at this point in time. Search is still very much on for that person, but understand the person is from Sandy Bay. Don't have the name of the person, but yet again, tragedy striking the northern part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I did see some of the posts on Facebook. I did OTR promotion and so forth, and yes, I didn't get that much information on the incident, but I appreciate that. No,
well, I got it from the Rosen reporter, Monique Hoyt.
Okay, all right, okay, Lady M.
Lady M, yeah.
All right, Monique. So thank you so much for that report. And we do hope that the individual can return to his family safe. We understand that the longer it takes, the less likely it is for that to be the case. But we remain optimistic.
Yeah.
We remain optimistic.
All right. Well, it is a Monday morning here, of course, and we always give you the opportunity to talk about the issues concerning us here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Notice that our lines are going, but there's no connection. I'll have to do some sorting out there. Sion, if you just give me a minute or two to sort this out.
Well, you could do one or two things. You could run a tune, and while you sort it out, and when we come back, we get full into the thing.
All right.
And in the meantime, I have a video I need to upload so that people will be able to use it and so on. So, so we'll be right back. Just enjoy this and we'll be right back.
Put me on a spot, I got to look for tune, but tune.
All right. You could line up the Montana and the Jasper one after the other because I like that groove there. You know what I mean? Like that groove there.
Come on, my baby.
Come on, let me show you your niceness. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Listen. By the way, if I miss this, I see Maxi Priest on stage with Marvin Grenada. I don't know what Maxi Priest doing more than running left to right on the stage there, but Maxi is hype man.
Give me a break. By the way, you gotta say good morning to the Grenadians. They had a good Soca Monarchy. In terms of the crowd participation, it was good to see.
They look like Vincent now.
They look like Vinci's. Okay. They've taken quite a lot from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And
I see Marlo had them running Swan. So
yeah.
He seemed to be doing quite well in Grenada with his big tune Han. And another Vincent is, I'm sure, doing really well at Grenada Carnival. So today's Carnival Monday and Tuesday?
Definitely, in Grenada. We can do this one. We can hold that some other tunes later on. Let's enjoy this one.
They don't know, and I said they don't know. Oh boy, they see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Only you know, yeah. Only you know. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. They see the dancing, them see the performance. Enough people see me life and one. But them no know say more time it look dormant. And them no see say I'm me belly me a crawl front. Cause my mama just called me with tears in her eyes. She never know me have a stage show tonight. Not even she see the fears in my eyes. But me just a go and put on the show. Cause they don't know, yeah. They don't know, they see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Only you know, only I know, Jah. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Yes. In at the boiling sun, putting it on the street. Righteous music, me putting it on the beat. But nothing no righteous about how life said. If you don't know hard life, then you don't know life yet. Because my papa just call me papa to make him a screw. He never know, say me have an interview. But me still have to put on the show because they don't know. I said they don't know, yeah. They don't know. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside.
All right, Touch of Chronics here in the morning time.
You know.
And I think we now have the lines all sorted out, so you can call us at 451-7827. That's your interactive number here on a Monday morning on Star 98.3 and 104.7 on the FM dial, shining through for one and all here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There's an event to take place this coming Thursday, August 17th. I believe it's at the Methodist Church Hall Institute launch.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know much about that, you want to know a lot about that.
It's the launch of the Institute of Politics and Governance.
Right.
And we've heard Dr. Gonzalez talk about that many times. So that is what is happening this Thursday. at the Methodist Church Hall. Dr. Gonzalez will offer the feature at the event. So that's something to look out to, and you could understand. So you could get an understanding of exactly what that is about. You heard more than once Dr. Gonzalez before to the fact that Augustine Ferdinand would be the director of the institute, and he would be, I can't remember what he said, but you get the point, right? So that is happening this Thursday, something that we can all look forward to. Yeah, I think Monique Denny is trying to call us.
No, I will call again.
I think she wanted to
give an update.
An update.
All right.
So at the time I told her we were trying to sort out the lines, but now that Monique, the lines are available, you can definitely give us a shout.
All right.
Definitely give us a shout. Try to upload my little video, So
little video.
Yeah, my little video. So that when we do take a break, that is what you're going to be seeing, those of you on the live, and you are going to enjoy it. So don't go nowhere. As guys would say, join the live. Because when they start to show, everybody will be like, wow. Amazing video.
I wonder what it's all about.
All right. Oh, you're going to see when I drop it out.
I ain't got a stick preview. Nothing is out. So I just like everybody else.
Yeah. You see with everybody else. Now, on Friday, then, while you were with the call from Radium, on Friday, we had the awarding of 33 scholarships. Would have been 34, but somebody withdrew. 33 scholarships offered by the government and people of Taiwan to students here in St. Vincent and Grenadines, and those students were there to collect their awards. And that was a remarkable thing, really, as we celebrate with those students and their parents. We have a call coming in.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's take the call and we'll continue with that discussion in a bit.
Caller, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Sian,
Yes, good morning.
I would like to send out birthday greetings to my granddaughter, Orisa Jones, who is celebrating her birthday today.
Oh, today's her birthday?
All the best.
Okay.
Yes, today's Orisa's birthday.
Wonderful. I'll give her a shout and let her know that grandma called and sent out big birthday greetings for her. No problem. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Yes. So those students, Orisa lives in the USA, but wonderful young lady, back in the US. So she's celebrating her birthday today. Everybody getting old like me. I celebrated my birthday just now, right now. So on Friday, you had those 33 students who, first of all, let me say this plain and straight without any water in the mouth, who, if NDP were in office, would not be getting those scholarships, by the way, because NDP had already said that they're going to ditch the Republic of China, Taiwan, and go to mainland China. But then I'm not even sure if that many of them would have gotten scholarships, because Dr. Friday don't say, if you can't get work, then educating yourself is not relevant. Your education is relevant. If when you finish college, you can't get work, forget post-secondary and forget tertiary level university education and so on. If when you finish college, you can't get a work, then it's irrelevant. Your education is irrelevant, right? So with those two things in mind, those students must appreciate the significance of their education, what this government has done and continues to do, and be grateful to the people of Taiwan, the government of Taiwan, for the opportunities they're about to embark on. It's not three of them, Now, Dr. Gonzalez pointed out something on Friday that I knew he would have said it before, but it slipped me, and I never kept it in mind. Before 2001, understand this, Denny? Before 2001, the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, did not offer undergraduate scholarships at all. Not just to St. Vincent, because before 2001, there was no scholarships at all to St. Vincent. They offered a limited amount of graduate scholarships to their allies, but they did not offer any undergraduate scholarships. In other words, they couldn't go to Taiwan and study, get a bachelor's degree. That is important, you know. That is significant. Dr. Gonzalez went to Taiwan in May and spoke with the then president, Chen Shui-bian, and he raised the issue of scholarship. The next year, there were 2 master scholarships, ICDFs, to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because Taiwan did not offer undergraduate scholarships. When you want to talk about the power of our diplomacy and the power of negotiations, this is a brilliant or a most relevant point to start. Because today, a number of students from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, well, on Friday, were given certificates to pursue bachelor studies. And all of these scholarships, including those last week, are close to 300. The majority of which are bachelor programs. But what is even more remarkable is that if you go to Taiwan today, a number of allies of Taiwan, students from those countries, are there on undergraduate scholarships. The reality is that they are able to access that because of the work of our Prime Minister. So the work of Dr. Gonzalez in negotiating did not only result in Vincentian students getting undergraduate scholarships, bachelor programs. It also meant that students of other countries got those scholarships as well. Then, when you want to talk about the power of our foreign policy, it is about selling passports, you know. When you talk about the power of our foreign policy, now let me tell you something. 2 years ago, the Kingdom of Morocco offered scholarships to the OECS because the OECS has a mission in Morocco. The OECS is an embassy in Morocco. But I think mostly one set of intentions ever took it up, and I'm not even sure if they are all completed. But Lucians and others would go to Morocco on that particular scholarship. But when you looked at what the scholarship offered, we never, as a government, as the Training Public Service Commission, never really pushed the scholarship because we didn't think it offered much. And it still left a lot of responsibility to us here to support the students who went to Morocco. So we never took it up. We never took it up. Well, let me just say we never took it up. After that first experience, we stopped promoting that scholarship as something for Vincentians to take up. But other countries did. St. Lucia did and so forth. Now, Dr. Gonzalez re-engaged the Moroccans and told them, had the discussions. And so Morocco then turned around and offered 20 scholarships to St. Vincent and the Grenadines on much better terms. Do you know what will happen as a result of that? It means without doubt, Denny, that the scholarships that they offer to the OECS would improve.
Of course.
It also means that, hey, if we're giving St. Vincent 20, other countries may be able to approach it as well to get more direct scholarships for their citizens. And where did that start? It started with St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The power of our foreign policy. The power of our negotiators. Do you want someone as leader going out and saying, look, I am looking for opportunities to educate the people of my country? Or do you want someone saying, listen, me ain't so sure that when they come back, when they go so and so, they're gonna be able to get work for them when they come back. So this is irrelevant. This is irrelevant. The choice is clear. The choice is clear, at least in my mind, as to if you're hedging any bets, where you should hedge it. Because the track record, the results, the focus of our government, of the leader of our government, is on developing the human resource capacity of citizens and Iranians. Not so that they could get a work. Not so that they could get a job. But so that they can receive and impart knowledge. So that they can be able to function as productive citizens in any area of society. And yes, of course, that includes a job. But we understand the importance of education. That is why this government was insistent on ensuring the implementation of the education revolution. That is why this government ensured that all of our 12-year-olds had access to secondary school. Because we understood exactly the power of what a good education can do. And when Dr. Friday talked about the relevance, I had to analyze the thing, Because when you say relevance, I want to be talking about the content, Denny. I want to be talking about the content that has been imparted, like what they're teaching, that they're teaching irrelevant stuff at the time they show that what they're teaching isn't relevant for the job market. Is that what he's saying? But then I look at it and I say, but one, the thing is standardized throughout CARICOM, really. And two, our people are using what is given to them at college, secondary school, college. They're going on to university. They're dominating. They're coming out top of the class. They're coming out valedictorian. They're coming out valedictorian. And they're coming back. Some of them aren't. They're getting into the world of work and they're contributing. So it can't be the content that is being delivered that he's saying might be relevant. So why is he saying it's relevant? Well, it could only be the revolution itself. It could only be the revolution itself. And I would have to question somebody who's highly trained, who has a PhD, who got a PhD in an area where coming back to St. Vincent and Grenadines may not have offered him the kind of employment he wanted. So he not come back. But did he consider the education he was getting as irrelevant? No, he didn't. He continued to pursue it because he understood, or he should have, well, I'm assuming, he understood the impact, the significance of what a good education can do. That is why Friday, for the families, look, you understand 34 students mean 34 families. You realize 34 students means 34 families. And so while the NDP grappled with figuring out how they were going to consider universal access to secondary education by 2030, this country is on target to having one university graduate per household on aggregate by the same time. Anyway,
hey,
help me out here with some maths. If we have over 40,000 homes, think about this, If we have 40,000 households, And St. Vincent and the Grenadines is looking at having one university graduate per household by 2030. How many university graduates are you looking at?
Well, simple maths. 40,000. No?
What's the population?
110 approximately.
So we're looking at about 37%
Yeah, which
of
is
our country, of the
of
population.
population, exactly.
But hold on. Let me break it down even more. If you have about 30,000 in school,
Mhm.
early childhood, primary school, secondary
College.
school, college, and even if you have another 20,000 old people retired, that's 50,000. It leaves what, 60,000?
About that, yes.
And 40,000 a university degree?
Wow. Phenomenal. You know what that does for the whole matter of the rate of literacy?
But you realize
No,
that St.
and-
Vincent will probably have the highest per capita of university graduates in the world.
Exactly.
40,000 out of 60,000 working population
Hmm.
are degrees, you know.
Amazing. Amazing.
That's 2/3. That's 66%. Wow.
I don't even think the great Barbados, who has a very high rate of literacy, as such.
But that's a government that's ambitious. That's a government that sets targets that may be seen as impossible. And we've seen that with universal access. We've seen that with the Argyle Airport. We've seen that with Rabaka Bridge. All of these are impossible things, you know. All of these are impossible things. But we continue to see that. We continue to see that. Yet, with an education revolution that is turning out that kind of benefit, we have a leader of the opposition that questioning the relevance of the revolution. What a man. What a man. But hey, what I am hopeful for and grateful for, and I'm seeing already, is that these families, the families of the students who are benefiting from these opportunities, remain grateful. And so they suck the teeth at that type of backward planter class type of rhetoric. You know, Dr. Gonzalez made the point on Friday that in the 1950s, when E.T. Joshua, who was the, I can't remember the word he used, but independent life, we could cut it out, brought a resolution to allow everybody to go primary school. Everybody. A member of the then planter class commented, so when we said Alema school, who got cane and planter road? Today, in 2023, the leader of the opposition personifies that rhetoric of the planter class. The leader of the opposition perpetuates that ideology of the planter class. That if they can't get a work, they shouldn't go to school. If at the end of college, they can't be ushered straight into a job, then educating them made no sense. Irrelevant. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? And he speaks to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the working class people who themselves were denied opportunities by his government or by the party he now leads when they were in government. But the better way of putting it. Those individuals who had capacity, who could do things, but they only accommodated 40% of the students. Something to do at 60%. That 60% was denied access and denied opportunity by the New Democratic Party in government, the party that Dr. Friday now leads, that suggests that if they can't get work, they shouldn't be educated. And so it explains the past, but it helps you to look forward and appreciate what the future can be under those guys. So I'm happy for the students in Taiwan. They're going to Taiwan. And subsequently, students will go to Morocco. Happy for them too. And they will all let me read this out. I think it's important for us to understand the fields of study that our students are embarking on. So let me get it and show you, because you say they done and they're not gonna work, but Lord. Oh, and by the way, Denny, the students are from all over the country. There are students from Chester Cottage and Connery and
Union Island,
and Cumberland and so Spring Village, so all across the country.
Yeah.
So now, well, I'd say in 2002, it was 2 by 1, actually 1. 2003, yeah, 3. 2004, sorry, yeah, 3, and 2001. 2004 was when the bachelor program started, and you had 3 then, right? So here are some of the areas that they studied. Taiwan more for scholarships and more from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and ICDF, the International Cooperation Development Fund, been sending students studied in various fields. Here are they: education, chemistry, ICT, international studies, forestry and natural resources, image design, business, global health, English, diplomacy, electric engineering, fashion creative, automatic control, energy engineering, chemistry and materials, psychology, financial management, biomedical imaging, tourism, cultural industry, journalism, mechanism, medical exam, pharmacy, veterinary, civil engineering, food science, applied mathematics, archaeology, environment engineering, public health, tropical agriculture and physics, among others. Now, let me pick out 1 or 2 of these. The man who study archaeology, or the one who study archaeology, who kind of work again when they come back here? Irrelevant. That study was irrelevant. Irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. Friday, I agree with you. That was irrelevant. Image design. Kind of what doing it? Kind of what doing it? Comment for a second. Irrelevant. Wasn't waste of time. Chop it. Fashion creative. Kind of what doing it?
All you've mentioned thus far, there's that little niche.
No, they chop it.
How we don't chop it?
Irrelevant. Friday, so they can't get to work.
Fashion designing.
Who going to hire them? Government going to hire them.
Archaeology. We just.
Government going to hire them for them. Listen to me then. Automatic control. Tell me, okay. Right, tell me what I want to know.
Automatic control.
Automatic control.
Wait, what was the automatic control?
I don't know. I will tell you. Chop it. Irrelevant. I can tell you this.
In any developing nation, all those things that you mentioned are so very much important.
But even if the person did archaeology, doing archaeology, knowing full well, boy, my archaeology degree, when I come back here, I might gonna work. But that person can seek employment anywhere in the world as a global citizen.
That's right.
And then contribute to the economy and to the livelihoods of their families from wherever they are.
That's correct.
from wherever they are. I don't know what automatic control be. I have no idea what automatic control is. But no doubt, somebody with that degree could work right in Taiwan or anywhere in the world as a global citizen. And we know, especially when it comes to things like ICT and technology, that Taiwan is a leader. So when you get a Taiwan certification in one of those fields, you are employable, even if not employed immediately. Listen to the kind of fields. And then you have people like our good friend and former preteen, Kayla Barrett. With that junker degree, I can't remember his name. And as a child of the revolution, not just having the degree, but excelling to the top of the field in terms of our training. And you question relevance, boss? Somebody messaged me and said to me, see, this man fishing. You're fishing. Clearly, he's not in the news cycle. Since he patched together press conference when he had the incident uptown, and then oops, there goes he. Nobody's studying him, nobody talking about him, nobody. The NDP is irrelevant, making a news cycle. He comes with this, hoping that somebody run with it. Well, that only works at carnival when firemen tell them to pick up something and run with it. That's the only time as well, carnival. Pick up something, anything, yeah. Otherwise than that, boss man, when they drop these things, the families of the students who benefit, even though they may be anxious, I'll use the word, because boy, they ain't gonna work it, and they would really like them to get a small work, maybe to help pay bills or you know, as a gap before they go study. And then that is one of the reasons that is one of the realities that affected many of us in former generations or previous generations rather, who left school. We didn't study for further development because our parents are poor and they wanted help with the bills.
Exactly.
So as soon as you don't work, boss man, go look for work. And nobody's studying about going away to study, because when you go to study, who paying the bill? Who paying the courts bill and the white at the time? Who paying the white Lima bill and the Tigidis grant bill? Them young children know what Tigidis grant.
Tigidis grant.
Who paying the Tigidis grant bill?
Get his grant of the courts. What we call courts was then.
Of course.
Get his grant.
But those under 20, those 20 years old and so on, they know what we're talking about.
Don't know about that.
About courts, the nice and glitz and glamour. They don't get his grant. But when you're done school, I don't go look for teaching work, as a police work, because the two things we take from Giddy's grant and from White Lima that we got to pay. And you pay one. Like a farming money go pay the other one, and the light bill have to pay. Well, them days the light bill not been so expensive because oil prices been $40 a barrel, $28 a barrel. You understand? And you have two light, one a hard and one a chamber. So, but a lot of individuals in previous generations couldn't focus on academic development because their families needed the help. And so I have no doubt that you still have some of that existing today, where you're from a poor family and they would love for you to get a job immediately so that you could help out. But more and more students, young people, are setting their sights beyond getting a job immediately. They are talking about going off and studying and doing their masters and so forth, something that we were not able to do in our time. So, listen, I understand that, you know, we have a situation where you're fishing for some relevance, but you can't attack. Well, I guess that's probably a strategy. Attack that thing that is most significant, the students of our country, the biggest thing, the most relevant thing. And maybe in doing so, we will see some relevance. But anyway, let me take a break. And as we take the break, I think now those of you on the live, don't see the video. I just dropped the raw video, but we have to edit it and so on, and then you can put on we'll be right back on the video and so on and so on. But I'm going straight up for all. Are you ready? All right, Denny. So you go take the break and the video will go.
We'll be right back.
On Thursday, August 17th, you're invited.
because it's end of month.
But what you really need to buy, so?
Well, I need to look for a swimsuit for my pool party Sunday. I need to pick up my medication, and I need some nails to fix the door, and I have to get something to eat. Oh yes, and I need to buy some grease and go bank to get some money for all that.
Cassandra, you can get all those things at the Joshua Center.
For true?
Yes, girl, everything.
The Joshua Center has everything for you, from clothes to decor, and even grab a drink and lunch too. It's all here, just for you.
Play for and win even more. Mashing the lottery, there's more cash in store. 4 numbers from 0 to 9. In 5 grand with $1 in line. Base 4 and back into 2. There'll be lots of cash waiting for you. Choose for Monday to Saturday. Go get your tickets, it's so easy to play. When you play for, you win even more.
You can marry that idyllic view of the outside to the warmth and comfort of the inside. No more barriers to that perfect panoramic view, filling up the entire room with natural light and cool breezes, creating that seamless transition between here and there. Discover the beauty of our bifold patio doors from Kendra's aluminum products. 2 spaces have now become one smooth flowing space with a simple flick of a handle. Blur the lines and make your sanctuary spectacular. Enjoy outdoor living from the inside out with a touch of modern elegance. Transform your living spaces. A room with a view now belongs to only you. Visit our showrooms today and ask about our bifold patio doors. Another quality product from Kendra's Aluminum. Kendra's aluminum products exports to all islands in the Caribbean region. Call our export team today for assistance. Kendra's Aluminum Products Limited, a tradition of excellence.
Winning the Lotto jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo Play. Choose 4 numbers from 1 to 36. That's a combo 4 at the cost of $64. Match any 4 of the 5 numbers and win the Lotto jackpot. There's Combo 6, where you purchase 6 numbers for only $12. Match any 5 of the 6 Lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about Combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 Lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3, Combo 8, and Combo 9 Lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Falls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Play for and win even more. Mashing the lottery, there's more cash in store. 4 numbers from 0 to 9. In 5 grand with $1 in line. Base 4 and back into 2. There'll be lots of cash waiting for you. Choose for Monday to Saturday. Go get your tickets, it's so easy to play. When you play for, you win even more.
Beautiful white and black sand beaches, lush mountains and valleys, rivers, hidden waterfalls, and multiple islands and islets. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are a friendly people, welcoming tourists from all over the world with exotic boutique and luxury hotels and a hospitable business environment. Let's make all tourists welcome at our international airport, on cruises, on yachts, on sailboats, on land and sea tours, at beach lines, at our restaurants, shops and bars, and at our national festivals. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
That could have been you. An accident that could have been avoided because your tires had almost no grip on the road. Safety is a factor that should never be overlooked when it comes to your car or whatever you drive. SPG Tire Sales and Services in Falls Avenue and in Arnesvale carries a wide selection of quality new tires to fit any car, truck, minibus, or SUV, so you can experience a comfortable and safe commute every time. We are agents for the world's most reliable brands on and off the road, including Kenda Tires, the king of the mountain. Cooper Tires, king of the road and track. Osto, the king of the outback. And High Fly, the king of the Asian highway. We also carry new tires for light or heavy-duty trucks. From MRF, High Fly, and Linglong, a reliable set of new tires keep you, your passengers, and your payload always in the safe lane. So when you need quality tires with reliability at 100%, choose SVG Tire Sales and Services in Kingstown, 457-1467, or in Arnesvale, 456-6444. SVG Tire Sales and Services. Performance and reliability proven when the rubber meets the road.
It's JR. Super King. Would you believe me? I tell you that the style is this my home. Welcome to my home, sweet carnival. Yeah. And there's a feeling in my bones, down in my soul. Too much this place up, and if you're near a fire, hear the sound of my voice, this is a calling. Too much this place up, and carry on. Keep me by the big truck, with someone in there, don't let us celebrate. This for the love of carnival. Turn them in passing tongue, trouble when we touch down carnival. Meet me by the Victoria Park, we gon' get our body there. Oh, Ghana, we gon' get our back, get our back, get our back, get our back. All in the name of carnival, all in the name of culture. With your hand and the rag and the fuck with your banana. All in the name of festival, all in the name of soca. Please understand me. If I tell you this place does make me feel alive, in the sweet historical of carnival. And you could see it on my face, the love I have for this. So I go mash this place up, and if I'm near a fire, you could hear the sound of my voice, this is a calling. I'm calling to mash this place up, and carry on. Keep me by the big truck, with someone in the air, don't let us celebrate. It's for the love of carnival. Tell them it's passing tongue, trouble when we touch down. Sweet carnival, sweet carnival.
All right, yeah, that's your reigning Raga Soca Monarch. But Sian, I don't know if you took in the event last Friday.
I absolutely did.
Pan in the streets.
I absolutely did.
International
Massive
Day.
event.
Yeah.
Massive event. I was there when GR performed. I mean, I saw 3 pan sides. What Genesis is it? Genesis. Yes. Epic and Starlight. Right. I was there when Fireman decided to take over Epic's performance, and while they were playing Madness, he was singing along with them. You know, but I'm glad you mentioned that, then you raised that, because you must congratulate the Unipan movement, the leadership of the Unipan movement, and the membership of the Unipan movement
at such short notice.
Absolutely, and what they're doing regarding Pan.
Yeah,
Pan is becoming a lot more mainstream, and people are enjoying Pan music and Pan events, and so finally, the young people who play Pan can now have witnesses to their passion, witnesses to their commitment, witnesses to their talent. It's one thing when you play and you practice in the Pan yard. It's another thing when you go on the street and the block full of people looking at you. And I go back to the presentation of the launcher pan under the with an event called Ivory Soiree, and that event, an all-white event, was well attended, which tells me that the appreciation for pan and pan music is growing. And so with that, I seriously commend the European movement, and forgive me for singling out Rodney Small, because I can't speak of the European movement and pan without recognizing the leadership that Rodney is bringing to the movement, and the new ideas and creativity that him and his team are now presenting for the audience, the pan loving public. And so I congratulate him for that event. I know that we can look forward to other events as pan is taken throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And with that growing appreciation for pan, hopefully when you have Steel and Glitter and when you have Junior Pan, you can have bigger crowds appreciating, participating in those events. Now, during the break, there was a video, a short video shown of, and I said it's the raw video, the raw footage. Someone asked, when was it taken? It was taken last Thursday, right? I took that video last Thursday. And that is raw footage of work being done at the site of the modern port. Now, the last time I did a video for you a few months ago, maybe that's what I should do, because that is what I should do. So a few months ago, you saw this video. This time around, the video was of the dredging. So you saw that a few months ago when we uploaded this. Very little
It's like early June.
Right, in June, exactly.
Yeah.
This is
Very
those of you who are this video was taken I was comparing a few weeks. I was comparing a few weeks of work that the dredger was doing at the time. So you saw the first piece of the video, and when the second part of the video uploaded a couple weeks ago, and you saw the work was steadily progressing. So this is what you see now. This other video, now I'm going to show is indeed remarkable.
It is.
Look at what 3 months can do. And you know, during the creation, the building of the Argyle International Airport, I didn't capture a lot of the footage. You know, so that even though I don't have anything personally of what Argyle looked like prior to the airport, but at least for this one, I'm able to tell people I have footage of what Bay Street looked like before the port. I have footage of what Bay Street looked like during the construction of the port. And now that the port done, I have footage of what the port looks like. Yeah? But this is indeed remarkable. So for those of you who are asking, this latest video that is being shown now, I captured last Thursday. The ones before were captured during the months of May and June this year. Just a few months ago. Just a few months ago. So, look, some individuals may try to create the thing that not happening. Some individuals may create the impression that nothing is happening. Yes, but there is a lot happening, and you know, there are so many different medium competing for attention. And sometimes things are out there, but where people are looking, they may not see, or they may not see the same time like you may. But it's not that the information is not out there, it's not going out. But we will continue to do the best we can in covering the entire spectrum, not just radio, not just TV, and not just Facebook, but the entire spectrum. Because people's attentions are at different places at different times. Now, people may be focusing on radio with the different talk shows and so on that's happening. But in another hour, they may be scrolling through Facebook. And so the information that is being disseminated on radio may be lost or may not be had because people focusing on Facebook and on Instagram. Or, like on weekends, for example, people, when cricket showing and football showing and so on, people's focus might be on TV, watching sports. Yeah? But at the end of the day, we agree that a lot of things are happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we are doing our best to capture them and put them in formats, in forms that inform individuals. And when I say inform now, put them in a way, package them in a way that can inform individuals and doesn't require a whole lot of time, because we realize, we can show 3 hours of footage. So what do? You capture the footage, and you capture the footage, and when you capture the footage in bite-sized forms, you send it out repeatedly so that people can understand and see what is happening. But lots of things are happening. Lots and lots of things are happening. And I was talking with Danny during the break. I have a project I want him back on today, and hopefully by tomorrow we should have a finished product.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully by tomorrow. Now, I go to something that my friend Narissa posted about the road cleaning. She said there were important comments. Okay, then Narissa. So let me go to your important comments in them. But I think you're covering something that I covered last week. But so she said she wants to express the congratulations. I want to express my congratulations to Rodney and his team for a lovely showcase of Sweet Pan Music last Friday. Yes? So fantastic. We did that. We talked about that. And then she also talked about this one. Yeah. Now, we talked about that so many times. And I remember I say that when Vinlick or whoever clear the brush, they should tack it to your light bill. But anyhow, all right. So yeah, the progress that is happening in St. Vincent Grenadines is undeniable in all areas, especially as we look at the expansion in certain areas, the expansion in tourism through the construction of hotels. I saw something on LinkedIn over the weekend where Investors VG, there's an invitation to be an expression of interest for the management of the Holiday Inn Express. So I guess we're getting ready to launch that out. We have a call.
Yeah, let's go to the lines. Call the line. Good morning.
Good morning. How come you two men didn't make any comment this morning about the cricket match you all managed to win after 7 years?
We did comment. Maybe you came on late.
Tune in late.
We did comment. We did comment. We did comment.
I sat through y'all.
I think so. But we commented significantly on the and I only first want to apologize because I said I believe India was coming back with 3 straight victories, but there was quite a dominant performance by West Indies on Sunday when they defeated India to win the series 3 games to 2. So we did comment.
That's about that. 7 years, that's all I kept on hearing from the international station. 7 years to have a water back.
Against India. We have won a series against India. The last time we did was 2016.
2016.
Yes, the last time. Yes.
She's correct. 7 years.
Yeah. So we that part we didn't mention, that it was the first series win against India in 7 years.
Yeah.
But then it's been 2020. Nobody's supposed to be 2020. You know, it's on the weekend. Somebody reminded me of that. That is Alan Stanford.
Stanford, yes.
With his CPL.
It wasn't CPL, but Stanford started when we had the islands of St. Martin, St. Kitts, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Dominica.
Man $1 million and thing, Lyndon James and all of that, big money. You know what I mean? And what was it called? It was called, you're right, it wasn't called
Stanford,
CPL
Stanford T20.
Right.
That's what it was called.
It was a massive something.
Yep. Huge.
Yeah. So really and truly, like you know, I was reminded, what is supposed to be dominated West Indies in that, and that's all thing. But the thing is, we don't play enough of it. Because even the CPL that starts this week, I think it's tomorrow. I think it's August 16th to September 24th.
Right, exactly. Like those are the dates, right?
So
correct.
It's tomorrow the 14th, so maybe Thursday. You know, we only have 6 franchises, as opposed to 10 in India.
Exactly.
Where they played, how many games they play in India? 30-something games?
More than that.
I mean, a lot of games.
More than that.
Right? And we don't have that. We don't have that many.
India actually started at 6 franchises, but they grew.
Yeah, that's what the money they do.
Right, exactly.
That's what the money they.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because I saw a comment from spin bowler. Can't remember his name, but making comments about facilities in the Caribbean.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yes.
But there is not a good even spread of the money coming from the International Cricket Council, the ICC. The bulk of the money is between Australia, India, and England.
Yeah.
Right? Places like the West Indies or the Caribbean, if I can put it like that, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. I mean, we do get funding, but not to the magnitude as is the case with those top 3 countries. As opposed to FIFA. FIFA does a lot of developmental programs throughout all countries. They build stadia. They give support for female football, for grassroots football and all that kind of stuff. And there's a more even spread with FIFA. I mean, the bigger countries still get the bigger chunk of the pie, so to speak, but there's enough certainly to ensure that the whole matter of developing football from the grassroots level, getting women involved, getting the youngsters involved, more is done at from FIFA as opposed to the International Cricket Council. And that needs to be looked at, in my humble opinion. Right? Just can't take all the money and lump it into India, Australia, and England. Right? If you want to develop the game on a holistic, in a holistic way, of course, on the international stage.
Yeah, I saw the comment as well.
What's his name again?
I can't remember, but I did see the comment. But like you said, you know, the bulk of the money goes to those three countries, and there's not the kind of money being pumped into the West Indies either. So, really and truly, whatever. I think what has to happen, I think now, like I said, is for the guys to work on consistency. And there's a cliche or phrase that is used, especially in football.
Yeah,
more in football.
Ravichandran Ashwin. Yeah, thank you, Ev. He simply said Ashwin, but it's Ravichandran Ashwin.
We need to get Ev to do some commentary for cricket.
Yeah.
At least in our T10. You know what I'm saying?
At least.
I need to speak to Miles Basketball and say, listen, bring Ev home so he can do some commentary, so he can help the commentators as well.
Yeah.
You know, but the guys have not yet. These younger guys, are not playing for the short, as it were. You know the expression. You know, back in the day, Viv and those guys, Malcolm and those guys, they played for the short.
Yep. Brian Lara played for the short.
The Aussies will tell you they play for the hat, the baggy hat. That is their trademark.
Exactly.
So I don't know if our guys can appreciate what it means yet to play for the short.
The bank account is more important.
Understanding that you have an entire region riding on you, man.
Bank account, ask Hetmeyer. You know,
Not just Hetmeyer, but Pollard.
no, but he's a glaring example
Yeah,
of it.
of course.
You know, you look at his physique; he's not in the best physical condition as an international cricketer, because of the fact that he's just quite happy playing franchise cricket and doesn't appear as if he pays much attention to his physical condition, right? Which is really and truly, you know, leaves a lot to be desired. Sorry, for an international cricketer, right? Even at one stage, Pollard was kind of creeping into such, you know,
Junkie.
yeah,
Junkie.
you know, but
I like Puran.
yeah,
I
same
do
here.
like Puran, and I also like the leadership and so forth that is coming out of Powell, Robman Powell.
I've said T10 was starting in SPG. The VPL, trying to rack my brain. Yes, started here during the COVID pandemic. Started here, you know.
What? Are you sure that Tito
Yeah,
was
man.
played anywhere else before that?
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Trendsetters.
Okay. All right. Well,
Huh?
if FCSO, if FCSO, I wouldn't doubt F when it comes to cricket at all. I wouldn't doubt F. You know, and if you look at other countries in the region, especially trying to replicate the T10, our VPL is way ahead.
Tops.
Is way ahead.
Yeah.
From the games, the quality of the game. As a matter of fact, you know, I was having a chat with Miles Bascom, who told me that they had to actually, in terms of the number of players who wanted to come, they had to reject players. Yeah, players from the region who wanted to be a part of it, because there's a limit to the number of players for each team. So they had to reject players.
Wow.
They had to reject players. So players in the region see how popular the VPL is in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's really making having an impact in the region. Even Trinidad, Denny.
They tried it. They've been trying, and they can't replicate.
They cannot.
Yeah.
They cannot. Dominica tried it.
Grenada
tried it.
St. Lucia.
But our VPL is really the premier showcase in the region, giving us yet another something for us to package.
Sports tourism again.
Giving us another thing to package.
Yep.
You know, and so you commend the local cricket association, and you encourage them to continue to do what they're doing, to develop it. I mean, we should be having a second edition sometime this year.
That's correct.
You know, and I'm looking forward to that, to go out there and shout down my team and so on. I mean, you look at the final of the VPL, and there is no other except international one day, not even regional games. Get a kind of follow when they come here. We don't want and so forth. In the 50 over whatever. But our VPL is definitely having an impact. And so, again, we do our VPL, we package it properly. And it's, as somebody said, if you look at the pecking order, it's IPL, CPL, VPL. and I believe just now it'll be IPL, VPL, and CPL. But we will see how that work out in the end. But good package that we've been able to develop here, and I really encourage you guys to continue to build on it. Don't get greedy.
That's the bottom line.
Don't get greedy. Yeah.
Yep. All right, we had somewhat of a mixed bag in the last half an hour. First, our dealt specifically on the whole matter of the opportunities that are available to our students in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's just been a remarkable transformation in our education system here in this little land of ours. But we reached that time. It's a minute gone past the 9 o'clock hour. See Joselle just stepping through the door there. So she's on time. She's ready to hit the studio. So that means that we have to vacate. But thank you ever so much, of course, for sharing your time with us, of course, here on a Monday morning. Certainly is always a pleasure sharing the information with you, interacting with you, the people in Vincent and the Grenadines, and, of course, persons from around the globe who join us each and every morning on the Star Morning Scoop page. All right. We're also available on YouTube. All right. So check us out, share, and spread the message as far as our social media platforms are concerned. It's been a pleasure once again. God's willing, we'll be back with you tomorrow morning with another edition. Continue to keep it eyes locked in. We pay some bills, and then, much more to happen here on the Star.
Thursday, August 17th, you're invited to the launch of the Institute of Governance and Politics of Latin America and the Caribbean at the Methodist